Hey everybody, I am doing another book review, really book recommendation I guess. This one is Why Love Matters, How Affection Shapes a Baby's Brain by Sue Gerhardt. This isn't really a parenting book. Well, but it is. If you are going to be a parent, just start with this. If you have any kind of interest in the brain, if you have any kind of interest in psychology, if you have any kind of interest in sociology, read this book. I love brain books, which is probably how it landed in my lap, but it's fantastic. This is a really easy to understand explanation of all of the things that make people function the way that they function. And this is really relevant to parents because they don't call it formative years for nothing. And so, we really do know what we need to know in order to really understand how it is we should be treating our children and our babies and our infants. It does matter. It matters a lot. And, this book is really an explanation of how it is that what you do and the way that you treat your child affects how they will cope as an adult with the world, and whether or not they're going to have social dysfunction and why social dysfunction exists. And it's basically just an explanation of what happens in the brain and the impact that everything that happens to you has. It's a literal, physical thing. So brains are awesome, and understanding what's really happening with your baby is, I think, paramount to understanding how it is you should raise your child. And the reason that a book like this is so important is because there are people, there's not just people, there's a way of being out there that is very detrimental to humanity, quite frankly. And, nobody thinks that they're damaged. Well, plenty of people know that they're damaged, but everyday people who are going about their everyday lives that haven't stopped to consider certain relevant issues that are in this book are not probably feeling like they've been harmed by their parents, or that whatever was done to them as a very small child is having a large impact on how functional they are as an adult. So there's no real conscious need in most people to address those things and to not just automatically do what their parents did, and to automatically assume that because their parents did what they did and they're okay, that there isn't a reason to look harder before you make a decision about how you will raise your child. So anyway, I just want to encourage people to be open-minded when you are going to have a baby, or if you already have a baby. Look into it, because it's not just do what your parents did. It's not the best. We have an opportunity to improve. We're thinking, deliberate beings, and there's no reason why not to try to have an open mind. Try not to be defensive about the way society already is. Nobody's at fault for that. We were born into it. And deliberately try to make the right changes. So essentially, don't hurt your baby. Don't leave them alone to cry and with some mistaken idea that you're teaching them something. I mean, there's more than that in the book, of course, but it really is relevant. So, Why Love Matters, How Affection Shapes a Baby's Brain by Sue Gerhardt. Please read it. Thanks for watching.